I haven't gavelled in yet either. It's fun. But I am now.
Makes him feel powerful.
I want to thank everybody in attendance for keeping this matter respectful. I've heard passionate arguments from both sides, as well as several witnesses on Mr. Al-Rahman's behalf. And I've arrived at a conclusion. I again want to reiterate that it is not lost on this court what the gravity of the charges laid against Mr. Al-Rahman are. And as noted, I have highlighted the immense public interest and profile of this case and understand it well. I've taken the time to review Mr. Al-Rahman's court record and can confirm that for the most part he does act in good faith. That said, I would like to highlight one severe aggregating factor that was not provided by either in that his alleged co-conspirator and defendant, Mr. Miguel Almirian, is not in custody at this time. However, I'm also not aware of Mr. Almirian's day-to-day and what his actions have been since the charges were unsealed, or if he's had the opportunity to hand himself into custody.
He has not, Your Honor.
I note that Mr. Al-Rahman is of substantial wealth. He is a businessman. He has several ties to this community through his business. And through a full consideration of all circumstances, this court is willing to offer bail to Mr. Al-Rahman on pretty stringent conditions. Mr. Al-Rahman, I'm going to read out the conditions first, and then we'll discuss the financials at the end. While you are on bail, Mr. Al-Rahman, you are set to do the following. You are not to move house, purchase or divest in any real estate. Your residences are to remain consistent until the date of your trial. You are to avoid any intoxicants, no drugs, no alcohol, while you are on bail. No controlled substances, that's within the same factor, no drugs, no alcohol. You will not possess a firearm of any type. You shall at all times cooperate with the judiciary and the Unified Police Department. And your behavior shall justify the opportunity granted to you by this bail that's being offered to you. Further, I'd be interested in assigning a bail officer to you to regularly
bank robberies and meth threats. Here we come! Woohoo! All right.
On a daily basis.
I'm just kidding.
But I would like to assign you a bail officer as well that you will directly report to.
Fuck me, bro.
You will follow the law at all times. No felonies, no misdemeanors. If you are detained at any point, Mr. Al-Rahman, by the police, you are to act in good faith. I'd like to turn around and say to that note, that is not a green light to constantly harass Mr. Al-Rahman. Hold him to the same standard that you would hold anybody else.
Should we bring up the idea we had?
And further,
Yeah.
Mr. Al-Rahman,
Hold on.
you are not to leave the state of San Andreas while you are on bail. No trips to Sanguine.
Fuck!
Okay?
What the fuck is that bail
Mr.
condition?
Al-Rahman?
Your Honor, two things. Number one, I think the trip to Sanguine thing, I mean, I don't... Your Honor, if it's Friday, and they're having barbecues there, Your Honor, I would love to go and attend the barbecue, you know what I mean?
Your
Denied.
Honor, if I may,
You may.
this is a courtroom, I assume, not McDonald's.
Okay, also, Your Honor, grapple guns
again.
again...
That was funny.
Your Honor, I'm sorry for the disrespect
Yes.
to Brian Knight, just...
They are contraband, Mr.
Is
Al-Rahman.
grapple guns also...
Yes, those are contraband, Mr. Al-Rahman.
Your Honor, is there any way we can make an exception to grapple guns?
No.
Guys, help me out here. Do something.
Further,
It's probably they're not
I'm
putting
going
the
to be
business up.
establishing a two-tiered collateral for
Oh,
bail in this
okay.
matter, Mr. Al-Rahman.
I'm still
with
going to
consideration
Sanguine.
your wealth, your bail is going to be set at $3 million with a 10% cash surety due up front. Mr. Al-Rahman, if you violate those bail conditions, you will be remanded back to prison until trial. The full $3 million will be forfeited, and the state will additionally seize your DART vehicle. Further, Mr. Al-Rahman, if for some reason you do not make it to trial, you will forfeit vulture culture. That is only if you do not attend your trial. If you are arrested and held until trial, we presume that you'll be here either way. The business is only in the most extreme circumstance that you outright flee the state and don't attend your trial.
With that being said, Your Honor, can we make this trial expedited? I'm not trying to sit there with a DACA case for 3 weeks, and while the prosecution takes their time gathering their case.
Your Honor, the case is on the docket.
It is on the docket. There is a matter to discuss with counsel immediately following this pertaining to the witnesses that have been requested. It is my fullest intention, Mr. Al-Rahman, to have this case scheduled within a week.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll give you a moment to speak with the counsel with regards to the conditions. And, advise
Your
if you
Honor,
accept.
I just want to bring up one thing that my client and I had actually come up with.
Try to
while
remove
we
the
were waiting
sanguine
for
thing.
for the verdict.
Sure.
My client had expressed an interest in potentially spending his bail condition as a legal aid, so that he would be required to engage in assisting the court system and learn more about it as part of his bail. So he was interested in some opportunities there to keep him busy.
I have no opposition with him, keeping busy in that facet. I would ask, however, Mr. Al-Rahman, in doing so, that you do not interact or work with any of your fellow co-conspirators in this matter, in order to protect the integrity of your own case.
Sounds good.
I will allow you
They
a
didn't
moment
say
to speak
anything
with your
about
counsel
crime.
to see if you accept these conditions as.
Did you hear that?
I mean, like, what's going to keep you from showing up to your court case?
Nothing.
That's the question you need to ask yourself. So, like, as long as
While they
you're
do that,
good to show
Director
up to your
Knight.
court case, like, agree to it.
Your Honor.
That's-
Do you have any interest in should he
That's
accept? Do
easy.
you have any
and
interest
then
in
it's just
being
down to if you
Mr.
accept the
Al-Rahman's?
conditions.
You know what?
Bail
I
officer, as
would
it were?
gladly accept being his bail officer.
Fantastic.
Yo, Ramee, what if the cops harass you like they did you before? You gotta.
That's what
make
I'm
sure
saying.
that's- make
Your
sure you
Honor,
tell 'em.
I know you reiterated before, but random
Oh,
frisk
anyone but
checks
I.
and random search checks and harassment over a speeding ticket or this and that, does that break my bail?
They're not to harass you. You can have a moving violation and a traffic violation, sir. You're going to be treated no differently than any other citizen. You are to act in good faith with the Unified Police Department. If you are detained, you see a cop behind you, just pull over.
Also, Your Honor, I request for a different bail officer, considering that Mr. Knight here is inflicted with interest in this,
He's prosecuting, yeah.
and he's also he's on the prosecuting team here for this trial.
Your Honor, could he explain what he meant by inflicted?
Conflicted, whatever, bro.
Okay.
I think it would be preferable to have an independent.
I'd like to have an independent
officer,
officer, federal agent, or whatever.
Your Honor, if the court's not satisfied with the director serving, I could make an alternative recommendation.
Okay. What is that alternative recommendation? Ranger
Sergeant Carter.
Sergeant Dwayne Carter. Would there be any objections to that, Mr. Al-Rahman?
Carter's good, I think.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Sergeant Carter's perfect.
Okay. Do you need a moment still to discuss the conditions?
Yeah,
I
just
don't
give me
think
1
so.
second.
Sure.
They're pretty fair.
Can we fuck him or anywhere else or what?
Yeah, not really. I mean, you're getting good conditions because like most of the stakes are at something that's easy. You're gonna show up, so that's a wrap. Like they're just not gonna take it. So
Yeah, the worst
it's
that
just
could
a
happen
matter
is you lose money.
if you
and
want to
go
give
back
them
to
3
jail.
milli, yeah. If you lose the 3
What-
milli and go to jail,
What if you
that
don't
sucks.
get your trial in a week though? What happens?
Yeah,
we're gonna
Did
get it
they
done in a
re-
week.
Yeah, well.
But if
and
they
that
don't, will they
happens-
reinstate? He's bailed, Charles.
If that happens, we can have a meeting with the judge and talk about alternative bail.
I'm having more meetings.
Really?
After
Oh,
this,
shit.
So
Make sure you ask
we're
for
gonna
that
be
though.
talking about this case for a bit after
Fuck
this is
yeah.
done.
Is he guilty yet or what happened?
So there's.
all right. Yeah,
there's,
well, that is all, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you accept the conditions as outlined, Mr. Al-Rahman?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I
Beautiful.
will go ahead and write up a bill here for you then, Mr. Al-Rahman. I will bill you the $300,000 direct.
For
It will be
free.
placed into the state account. Should you make it to trial without any incident, that will be returned to you, sir. The conditions will go on the docket momentarily. They will be outlined. They will also be placed into your MDW profile for officers to reference as needed.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Al-Rahman, you are out on bail at this time. This hearing is adjourned.
Thank you, Your
If
Honor.
I could have counsel.
Thank you.
It's not what that
Thank
means,
you.
Carrot.
Alright, Amir,
I've sold everything.
case, bro. Let's
And I'll give you your
Yeah, I'm
laptop.
cuffing.
Your
That's what I'm
phone,
talking about.
your bing bada boom. fucking
Yeah,
bull.
yeah.
I knew he was innocent.
Yeah, he ain't
Have a
gonna
good
see the
day.
cell
Let's
again.
go.
Yeah.
Sicilians can't do it like that. Sicilians can't do it like that. That's what I
Let's
know.
If I can have
Go,
counsel from
dude.
both sides joining
That's
in
my
chambers.
boy.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you
so
guys
I
have
don't
like
like-
a
wait for you
type
outside, my
five.
dog. We got the Rafe outside for you.
Hold on. I think there's another hearing after. Give me 1 second. You guys might have to go without
Yeah,
me.
it's a meeting about witnesses, I think.
Yeah.